Welcome to the Silent Trading channel on Wednesday the 15th of April. Today we'll be going through the gold chart to check and see if right now the market has already formed a bullish price action or not, or is it still on a bearish price action, right? But before we start, please subscribe, comment and share if you like this video and to support me in my trading journal. Okay, so we'll be going through the 4 hours chart first. As we see at the 4 hours chart, price has formed a bearish price action beforehand, right? At this candle over here, a bearish price action was formed and went down to break 2 of this support. And once this support was broken, the next candle pushed up to form a top wick, which is a retracement, and then dump, right? And after dumping, start pulling back and wasn't able to break the next support over here, right? Then as we can see that the chart wasn't able to break this support over here before closing and opening the next candle, pushing down to form a bottom wick before pulling back and then start pushing up, start expanding. So right now we see that the 4 hours chart, this current candle right now is expanding above. But the thing we need to see to confirm our price action, right, and our analysis is to wait for this resistance to be broken, right? Because if this candle is able to attack this resistance, it is telling us that it is accumulating sell side volume, and after accumulating sell side volume, it will either have to break above to take out sell side volume, sell side liquidity, and then pull back, or it can close above resistance and not yet take out this sell side volume over here before the next candle retracement, right, to form a bottom wick before pulling back and then start expanding above. Okay, so right now we need to wait for this bullish price action to be formed and complete, right? But this bearish price action is only formed just to create a key level resistance used for accumulating sell side volume, right? Used for accumulating sell side volume when the price has already dumped to take out buy side volume, and then start forming a new bullish price action, which is also a key level support and also a base price or a foundational price level. And after a foundational price level is created, the next candle will start pushing up, attacking resistance and then breaking resistance. And if it is able to break resistance, it is telling us that this bullish price action is complete, right? And once bullish price action is complete, resistance is broken, a new support, a new key level support is formed and complete, which means the chart and the price is already going into the bullish trend, right? And if the price is going to a strong bullish trend, it will start expanding, retracing, pulling back and then expanding above, retracing at the next candle, pulling back and then expanding, correct? So this resistance over here is only being formed, right? It's being formed just to use to accumulate sell side volume in the near future. It could not be at this time now, but it could be at the next 4 hour candle, the next 2 4 hour candle, the next 3 4 hour candle, right? Because as we know that the main price action right now, the main trend right now is on the bullish side, correct? At least until this candle start pulling back and then push down and then dump, and also needs to be able to break support over here and over here. Only then will we call this a bearish price action, right? But if it is able to push up, break this resistance over here, the next candle retracement is where we're going to be buying, right? So all we need to do is we wait for price action to be formed and complete before we buy, before we sell, right? So this bearish price action was complete, right? Was complete. So when this bearish price action was complete previously, this candle retracement, this small wick over here, right, this small top wick over here is where we're going to be selling, because this bearish price action was completed. So we are going to be selling over here, right? And after selling and the chart start expanding, the expansion is for us to close our sell side position, which if we have closed, we'll be profiting right now and not holding on to a position with so little profit, correct? Because we understand the chart, when the chart has already give us an opportunity to enter a position and we do not enter, or we enter and we do not know the best possible spot to close that position, all we'll be doing is we're just trading, giving money to the market, right? We're not taking money out of the market, correct? So right now, if anyone has sell from over here, from this week over here, according to my instruction, right, and then was able to also close when a candle start expanding below, creating a low wick, if you have closed and take profit off of that position, good for you. But if not, right now you're gonna be panicking because you do not know if this candle is gonna form a bullish price action or not. But if this candle is gonna be forming a bullish price action, and also to complete that bullish price action at that, your sell side position is gonna be losing. So right now, if you're still holding to that sell side position from this week over here, start closing it, because you do not know what the chart is trying to do right now, right? If you're holding to that position and this candle suddenly start pulling back and then dumping, good for you. But if not, and this candle start expanding above and breaking this resistance, the next candle retracement is just a retracement to form a bottom wick before a pullback and then start expanding, then your sell side position will start to be in a dangerous situation, right? So this is how we understand the chart. We understand the chart by reading every single movement the chart is telling us, right? You can be sure that noise are not needed in the chart, but sometimes by understanding the noise, will you really understand the notes and rhythm in the chart, right? If you do not understand the rhythm that the chart is moving, you do not understand anything it is doing, correct? Of course, the noise is not needed. The noise is unneeded in the chart. But what if you perfectly understand the noise in the chart and what the noise is doing to confusing you into opening a wrong position? What if those noises in the chart are confusing you into opening the wrong position? Which means, even though this noise is unneeded, is unwanted, you still need to understand what it is doing to confusing you into opening a bad position at the right time or a right position at a bad time, right? So is the noise unneeded? Yes, it is unneeded, but isn't it better if you understand all of that noise? Because the noise is actually what you call a rhythm. If you understand the rhythm of the chart, you're going to be able to trade at any single point that others wasn't able to trade, because you understand the rhythm the chart is moving in, right? For you guys who do not understand the chart, you call this a noise, you call it noisy. But for those who understand it, it is called a rhythm. It is a note, it is a chord for you to understand, right? Like if you're playing a music instrument, a rhythm is what you need to understand it at which point in the music that you're gonna play, which note, which chord are you gonna play, right? But if you're taking all of that as a noise, you'll never be able to master anything. All you will do is you'll only trade based on what you think is right. You'll only trade based on what the other strategy and theories are telling you. But if you're trading based on true understanding on a chart, you can trade at any spot on the chart, even in all of this noise over here. All of this noise is nothing. It is just a rhythm telling you what the chart is doing, which means if you understand it, you'll be able to profit at every turns, every corner, right? So do not undermine yourself. Do believe that you'll be able to achieve great things, and really try to achieve great things. By understanding this chart, this market movement in detail, you will be able to understand and read with precision, with accuracy, like no others would, right? Because everything the chart is doing, it is moving in a repeatable fashion. Because if you compare it to every single chart in history, it is doing the same thing. It is repeating itself. It is repeating history but you just do not know it. You just do not see the pattern that is moving in. Because if you really do understand the pattern that it is moving in, you'll be able to trade at every single point in the chart. Right now, this candle has already pushed up to trigger sell limits over here, which means accumulating sell side volume. And once the chart has started to accumulating sell side volume, it is right now set to start expanding. But if it is not expanding, it is trying to take out more buy side volume before reversing to the bullish side. So right now, if the candle is not pushing upwards to attack this resistance once more and then start expanding, it will then start pulling back and dump on the price once more. So there are only two scenarios for this candle right now over here, because if it is not expanding, it needs to pull back and dump to take out more buy side volume. But if it is going to expand once more and attack this resistance once more, it is going to expand above a whole lot more 1,000 pips. Okay, so right now try your best to try and understand every single movement the chart is telling you, because for those of you who do not understand, it is a noise, it's noisy. But for those of you who understand all of this, this is not noise, this is rhythm, this is movement, this is action, this is reaction. It is also human psychology, because traders over here are all humans opening a trade, and they're also computers, right? They're also computers, not just humans, but most of the time humans are trading and the computers are just going against them, or either going along with the flow that most humans are doing, right? So whatever that is profiting, the big money is going to do that, right? So today, that is all I'm going to be analyzing for you guys, because there isn't much to be analyzing right now except wait for this price action to be complete and then buy at the next retracement. That's all I'm going to be saying for today, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. So for today, I'll see ya.